Hello everybody, welcome back to another bonus stream. Here we're playing more Fallout, the first Fallout. I'm Beej. I'm making adjustments to the game so you can hear the audio in the background. And welcome, it is the Loading Ready Run Mega Entertainment Network. Glad to have you here today with me. We continue playing more of the original Fallout, and I want to thank everybody who's been supporting us throughout the entire time. I'm going to do for anybody who's watching on Twitch, because you can support us on Twitch, I'm going to do all of the subs, including the ones that that Heather jumped out on. I'm going to do her subs as well at the end of the stream. I believe Pharaoh Bender was the first one on my list, so if I mess that up somehow, do let me know. But thank you, Pharaoh Bender, for your sub and for being the marker here, so that I know how to work off of this. But you can also support us in other places, right? You might be watching this VOD on YouTube. YouTube.com/loadingreadylive, I think, is where we keep our streams. And all of our channels, we have multiple channels on YouTube. If you go to any of them, you can become a member of any of them. You can also back with super thanks if that is your thing, if you like to do that. You can also support us through the Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. And you can go to our store.loadingreadyrun.com, and buy merchandise there. And if we don't have something in that you've been looking to buy, you're like, man, I want that, put your email address in the blank. If it's a shirt, also put the size that you want, but put your email address in the blank, and then say, this is what I want. Just mark the thing. We will email you. The store will automatically email you when its inventory is updated. That's probably the best way to put it, because I don't read the email addresses. I don't send the emails myself. It's just when the inventory is updated to show that there's more in stock, and a small application will email you. It happens all automatically, and I don't even get to know about any of that stuff. So we don't use your emails for anything weird. I try not to be weird with people's emails. Let's get on with the show. Because after all, there's only so much time to shoot all the Deathclaws, and I was thinking about this last night and I read a little bit of the manual today as well, but I did not. I was really kind of going through it quite fast. I skipped all the first 8 pages of the manual are basically like, here's what happens when you get nuked, and I'm kind of like, I've watched many a Kirksazad video. I know what happens when you get nuked. Let's just kind of move through that, and I get to like a lot of the stuff that you guys have been teaching me so far. Keep going. Where did I actually land on? The last part I'm on, the part I'm on is 4-26. We have just started talking about maps and terrains. Yeah, and then after that is town maps. So that's where I am in the manual. I'm not any further than that. And that's okay. Let's start. I got thinking about this though, and I'm like, right, if I'm going to do a thing, like if the thing here is let's mess up some of these Deathclaws. I feel like, as you have demonstrated to me, burst mode is incredibly valuable. That's Gabriel, and that's Zach. Burst mode is very valuable, so I think I want to buy some suitable ammunition for it. And if I remember correctly, it's 5mm. Yeah, 5mm of either of the things that it takes. What's this chambered in? Ah, it's also chambered in 5mm, but I'm probably never going to use that because I have such shit big guns at the moment. And I have only 50 of that. So maybe I want to think about buying more of something else. Now, I guess the question is, oh, here we go. AC mod -5, defense resistance mod -15. I don't know what div dr1 dt2 means. AC mod 0, DR mod 15. So the armor penetrating, obviously, that will help go through anything that's got a high armor class. If the death claws have a high armor class, having AP might not be a bad idea. We're seeing dr/1 dt/2, and on this we're seeing dr/2 dt/1. I guess that's damage resistance over 2 and damage something over 1, so a maybe that's how it's calculated. I did notice that there was a lot of they go to the effort of telling you, it's like, hey, here's how we calculate your hit points, here's how we calculate your action points. I was like, well, that's cool that they actually fit it in there. So I'm thinking what I want is some of this. See, and Square.cube is saying here that I probably would go for the sniper rifle next. Makes sense. After that, you'd likely want to start building up big guns or explosives to keep up the damage you'll need to deal, or you could do melee and unarmed to deal pain with no need for ammo. It's true. I'd have to have a hell of a strong, like, melee thing. Maybe you get, like, I guess people are saying, oh, the Ripper is like a chainsaw knife, and it's a 1 AP kind of thing, so you could basically just keep slashing and slashing with that if you wanted to. Was that in here, or was somebody else have that? I think somebody else had that. Or it's one of these, like, stick-looking things. Yeah. Oh, I see. These are energy weapons. Oh, it is 4 AP. Okay, cool. Anyway, so it's like most other weapons. I feel like I should buy this. It would be a better use of... it would be a better use of what I got going on right now if I'm going to try to kill these Deathclaws all in like one after the other. I'm hoping I get to kill one at a time and then just kind of escape and heal and go back and kill another one and escape and heal and maybe do that. Let's kind of like pick them down one at a time because I don't think they're regenerating. Though me building up big guns seems like a problem because I don't expect that I'm going to have... they're at -3%, right? Like, it would take me a long time to build that up, or I just have to trust that I'd be able to do other better things with it. We could trade away some of my 200 rounds of 10 millimeter for my hunting rifle, because maybe I don't need all 200 rounds of that. Maybe I only need, like, you know, maybe I only need 50. I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to use my hunting rifle that often. I don't know, 100 seems really, or 50 seems really, really low, though. So. So maybe I just buy these. Maybe that's the better thing to do here. And just be like, I'm buying these things, and that's fine. And then I have a lot of that ammo, and I intend to go burst mode. Maybe 200's too much. Maybe it's too much. You know what? How about we do this? Okay. Maybe we just buy 100 rounds, and then that way I see how I do. Because then I'll know right away. It's like, well, you have 100 rounds of ammunition. Chances are good that if you use that 100 rounds up on fighting one of them, I'll go back to my hunting rifle. You know, I'll be in a bad state, but I'll go back to my hunting rifle pretty fast. If I use up that 100 rounds and trying to fight one of them, then whatever. But if I only use like about 40 rounds, then it's like, oh, well, I might be able to get through the second one by killing more of them too. Come back. I'll be coming back up here maybe quite often and buying more rounds, and maybe that's okay. So let's just do that. Also, I put a save down, so it's fine. All right, I won't bother you. I'm sorry. I did see in the manual it says no matter what you do, be advised that anything that's glowing, like super bright green even at night, that's something that's going to kill you. So don't do that. All right, let's sneak, and we'll build up that sneak. I'm assuming that by constantly sneaking, I am great sneaking, guys. I'm assuming that by constantly sneaking like this, it is doing something to help my overall sneak. Sneak is at 24. I don't know if it's actually gotten better or not over time. Oh, I put myself at age 25. Oh, I should have bumped that up to what I am now. They do say it doesn't make much of a difference, but it can make a bit of difference. Not going to use my rubber boots, I don't think. I think I will not put on the rubber boots to go deal with whatever the hell that is. They'd have to have something super good. And if one of you says, oh, well, they do have something super good, like I can see they're a Vault Dweller, or at least they're wearing Vault Dweller stuff, and I'm like, they'd have to have something really, really good to make me feel like it's worth spending my time there. Which Death Claws? Wow, I didn't even have, like... I should not have opened my inventory. You know what? I'm not gonna... We're gonna go back, we're gonna start again, and I'm not gonna F this up this time. Let's go back and buy 100 rounds of whatever. We'll do it properly. $604. That's a good trade. I don't know. I feel like chat doesn't have my best interests in heart. You've been calling it danger soup, and I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know. It doesn't exactly feel to me like I want to do anything about the danger soup. I'm glad that everyone is smart enough to be like, I'm not gonna cross that either. Like, even the dog is like, I'm gonna be very cautious of this. I mean, we are gonna walk right fucking next to it, aren't we? God damn. All right. Now, this thing. Hunting rifle. I have it. I have loaded it with 5mm AP. I suspect that I either want to carry my stims or want to carry a thing to hit something with. Maybe this is fine. Okay. I feel like we're set. And if I talk to my friends and I look at what they're carrying, they're going to opt for their best stuff. Yes. And they have their on your own, attack who, the weakest. You are going to attack also. You have your best weapon. You have your best armor. Great. I think the dog has been told what to do as well. I remember us going through all this. Okay, here we go. Ah, piss. That's a lot of them that are just around here. I think I'm going to end up poorly. Go for the legs, right? That is not enough to make a difference. Also, I learned that apparently if your extra AP get dumped in as extra AC. Yep. Now, am I going to get rumbled by the other thing? Oh, maybe not. She dead? No. Burst. Shoot in the eyes, somebody is saying that helps. Critically hit in the eyes for 36 hit points, slipping past the huge claws to strike the monster. Deathclaw shakes and growls. She dead? Keep saying that. Okay, good. Yeah. I shot it in the eyes. It doesn't say that it's blind. Do I shoot the other one in the eyes? Critically hit in the eyes for 33 hit points. Slipping past the huge claws. Shakes and growls. At least now I'm getting hit. Yep, great, awesome. We are probably going to restart this. We are definitely going to restart this. Let's have some stim packs. That's probably fine. Likely that I'm going to hit. 1 in 2 chance. Missed. Not good with these things. Can you miss a bit, please? No. Gonna die. Hello.
Well, that's what they look like.
Yep.
Creepy.
They're kind of not great.
I'm gonna go now.
Okay, see you.
Have fun.
Very fun. Yep, that'll do it for me. I like that it, like...
Your life ends in the wasteland.
I wonder if I'm screwed where I am. Like, just because I got over here that it's like, oh, you... Like, congratulations, you made it over here. I don't know how you're gonna get back. You can't handle me at my worst. You don't deserve me at my bones. All right. Inventory. I feel like the spear doesn't make a goddamn difference. What am I better carrying? Well, whatever. Any different if I go up to the top one and go through? Probably not, eh? Ah, shit. Okay. I shot him in the eyes. Then I got out of the way slightly. Oh, good. No, I'm glad we triggered all three. Yeah, that ain't slowing you down. Oh, Jesus, we knocked it to the ground. Knocked me to the ground, too. Ugh. Back up. Oh, I see. That'll get me to 60, right? Yeah, easy. Dog meat was killed. All right, well, we're not going to keep this going. And I have 5 AP left, which means the most I can do is shoot a single bullet. Doing great. Awesome. Having a fun time.
Your life ends in the wasteland.
Try not one more time, and maybe we'll have a little bit better approach, luck, whatever you want to call it. .604 to 604. Door's locked. Makes sense. I guess the only way out of here is to go this way. So there are no other ways out of here. As you can see, there's the only thing that's colored on the edge is that green bit to get you back to the nest. Inventory. All right, that's loaded. We'll carry the spear just in case. Just in case it's good for something, right? You never know if you're going to be able to attack for at least 1 point. All right, sneak. Walk, walk, walk. It'd be great if going in through here would get me to a different side of that. I don't think it will. That one aggroed? Jesus. Where's the other one? All right. It's over there. What if I just left? Would they move around a bit? Nope. Yeah, that's gonna suck, Katya. You might want to move. They will always be exactly where you left them. Makes sense. Is it worth is it worth it to keep focusing on the eyes, or is it more worth it to just pump many bullets in at this point? 57 hit points is not nothing. Yeah, she's gonna run. Oh, yeah, Katya's gonna run. Yeah. I did a thing. Maybe we should get the hell out of here. I mean, she's not wrong. That took a lot. Like, maybe it's better to just get out of town. Save, heal. Let's try it. Ah, I see. We decided to do that instead. Okay. Can you tank that a bit, Ian? You can. Great. Okay. So, got some experience points. Save. 1 DC down, 2 to go. 2 to go. Right. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing with the thing that I would normally do, which is this. He is 10 out of 64. 14 out of 46. 47 out of 57. That's not bad. All right. If I've heard that, or what I read was, the doctor's bag is good for serious damage, which is like serious damage and hurt limbs, like crippling damage, right? So if I use my doctor skill, which I can use 3 times a day, I think that means that I can, and that bag is now useless. Am I using one of my other remaining bags? I am. That's good. Okay. Earn 7. Heal 10. Heal 6. And I can only do it 3 times a day. Yeah, too tired. Okay, but now I can move on to... she's 37 out of 46, so that's something. So now I can move on to first aid. Oh, okay, I've taxed my ability with that skill. All right. So now we need to... I cannot rest here? That's not fair. What the shit? Because Ian is looking decidedly worse for wear. Yes, he sucks. Oh my god. If I tell him to heal himself, will he do it? Use what I could, still pretty messed up. Beginning to despair, I could use them. $24 to 64. And I can't rest, so I can't heal myself. Oh. I could try running. I might have to try running. Because we need to get to somewhere else where we can actually rest. Because apparently I can't rest here. Does that mean I can't rest anywhere in this entire area? Like I can't get inside of a cute little house like this? And be like, hey, okay, we're over here. And now if I say I want to rest, no, can't rest in this location. Okay, well, Then I guess all we can do is... So I creep. Oh, watch out for death claws. I mean, I'm getting hit, so that's not such a huge deal, but it is a huge deal. Ian's gonna get hit once, and it's gonna be game over for him. Eight. If this works, I'm gonna be furious. Are you guys coming? There's going to be a point where he's going to, you know, we're going to be all out of range, and... If I make it. Holy shit. There's no way. Ah, you are going to die, she said. Yes, you're right. That part where I was like, be absolutely certain you're not going to hit me. Okay, watch. We're so close to the end. Just, I'm going to get ruined. Oh, are you shitting me? Who else can win a race with a death claw? Right. Save. How did I win that race? Like we have running of the bulls. Okay, where's the safest place for me to maybe go hang out and get healed? Like, I mean, the blade seems like a perfectly nice place to just... Hey, where are the short women at? What? Great place to just sleep. I'm just gonna hunker down this hallway for a fucking year. Okay. Rest until healed? Maybe not. Rest until noon? No. Rest until midnight. Rest until morning. Great. Yeah, love it. I love it. Love this for us. Okay, let's have a look at how you doing. 40 out of 46. 30 out of 64. I look almost dead. Where am dog? What about if I saw the wall instead? Or my dog instead? Woof woof. Not bad. Okay. Let's play doctor. Use on me. I have no idea how long I have to wait in order to make this shit work, but whatever. Noon. Rest until noon. You just have to wait like a whole day. Great. I heal 8 hit points and I ran out of my doctor bag. Nope, let's put that away. That was the wrong thing to press. All right. First aid then. I heal a hit point. I heal 3 hit points. Failed to do any healing. I heal a hit point. That should be all I can do. Yeah, strain might kill me. Okay. Now, if I understand this correctly, it means that for the amount of time we've been standing here, they've also been healing. No, they have not. All right. Rest until healed. Rest until party is healed. Let's see what happens. 95 days. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Thought the dog said gotta go, and I'm like, oh, good. I'm freaking out now. Okay. We are healed. I have used... My assault rifle's full. I used half of that, or I used a third of that ammo to kind of do the one thing I did. And we need to be on this side of the screen. So I need to summon a Deathclaw to this side of the screen so I can actually do some real damage. And we will put a save down. Should we put a save down now? I guess just because. Okay. Healed up. If I want to call it something different after we fight these things, that's what we'll do. People have said, or they've said, hey, you should go totally fight these things at night. I don't know why that is. I guess it's so you can sneak. There's a Deathclaw. Between me and Perdition. What? No. I'm gonna go loud now. And I want to get a single shot off. The other one is if that's it, I don't know if it is, but if it's over here somewhere, then great. It should stay over there. We're going to shoot it in the eyes. I'm not going to be able to shoot it in the eyes. But am I making it in the leg? Or am I better off just to spray a whole bunch of bullets at it and then hope that I do more damage overall? Kill it faster. That's not bad. Take the extra. Yeah, you don't like me. I know that. Did I hit? I hit dog meat for 41 hit points? Dog meat, move. Sorry, buddy. Okay, I thought, did we kill him already? There ain't no way. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. That's like most of the hit points of this dog. Like, yeah. And I gotta move. Victorious in combat again. How's that doing so far? Oh, we're gonna, for another 1,000, that will not do it, will it? No, it will. 1,050 gets me to 21,000, doesn't it? Because we're practically at, yeah, we're practically there. Okay. Okay, save game. But we're gonna call this one more DC left. Lurfed. Lurfed. One more DC lurfed. Okay. Rest until party is healed or rest until I am healed? Oh, rest until I am healed. Great. How's the dog doing? Half the hit points. That's, we're gonna make do with that. That means if there's one left, I don't have to worry about getting caught by a second one. Watch out for death claws. Motion scanner. I keep seeing things moving in places I don't want to see them moving. Like, there's 3 pips there. I don't like it. Why are there 3 again? Do I have to kill all 3? Also, where's everybody else gone? No, they're standing right there. Okay. Like, does it just keep generating more of them if you leave the screen? We might just have to reload and just... Even if I kite them one at a time, I actually don't know if that's going to make much of a difference. Like... I'll step over here, though. And then we'll... Oh, I'm out. That was a mistake. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I got 118 hit points. Even the beast seems phased by that stunning attack. Yeah, Knocked me on my ass. Okay. Yeah. Holy shit. Okay. There's the other two. And I'm at 30. Like... You respawn 1 in-game hour after death if the area is re-entered. Oh, God, thank you. So you have to take them all on at the same time. I will be unable to do that. Might as well reload. Can I see it? I can see it. He's coming for me anyway. Oh yeah, hit the dog. That's brave. Could use a few more crits. Don't pull out your knife. Fuck. I do not have enough to do what I want to do there. Single shot it is. Yeah, we're gonna reload. Ah, this is an XP farm. Ah, makes sense. Well, let's see if we can kill another one. Killed another one. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit it from here. Yeah. Oh, because I'm out, that's why. Yeah, hit Katya. That was no good. That is okay.
Your bones are scraped clean by the desolate wind. Your vault will now surely die, as you have.
Yeah, I don't think this is a thing that I can do at this point in the game. And Square.cube called me on that, so I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But hey, got a lot of experience. So, my sense of it is that I need to go to the cathedral. That's the next thing I should be doing here. Because it's either that or it's go to the world map and go find that other vault that I just got information about. Don't tell me, obviously, but... So for all the places that I can really go... Right, I don't have like a cool... I can't just look at my world map to get a sense of stuff. I have all these things... Like, fix hydroponic farms and added them, stop the gangs from attacking it. There's some stuff to do... Oh, kill the mother deathclaw, Jesus. So there's some stuff to do here. Square.cube, I go back to save before. I guess because, yeah, ultimately, while I earn some experience, maybe that's a good point. Ultimately, while I gained all that experience, and that's fun to have, the I mean, how much? The only thing that's different is that I've burned all my doctor bags. Those are expensive, so I would be getting those back. What if we put this away? What if we put that away? And all that ammo and the caps and everything, yeah. I trade resources for the experience, but not progress. Oh, that's a good way to think about it. Yeah. I never thought about that before, right? It's like maybe the more important thing is, because you'll get experience from finishing quests, but all I'm doing is I'm trading bullets and caps and stuff. Oh, that's a really neat way to look at it. All right, so if we were to load a game from back before, I'd probably want to do back in the Boneyard, because this was when I got past the Death Claws, and then I did some shit over here. So we go to back in the Boneyard, right? That's where we want to go. And right at the place where I would have gone forward, which we're not, of course, going to do. And we still have all the other stuff like the hollow discs and everything else, and that's fine. I'm going to take some stuff and put it in my inventory that I kind of feel like I don't want to have out, because it's just a pain to be looking at a bunch of things. I don't need these out that often, so I'll just put those away too. And I don't need my lockpicks out that often. I don't need the flares out that often either. We're going to do that eventually, but... .223, 5mm. Right. I have what I need. A little bit of those things. Okay, this is where we should be for this. So let's have a look at all the quests that I can do currently, or stuff that's kind of waiting. Status. Obviously, can't do that yet. Vault 15, we have done everything we can possibly do in there, it seems. Rescue Tandy from the cons. I could go finish that quest. Because I do have enough caps I could do that. I could bust the Skulls gang and join the Skulls, but I don't necessarily think that's the right... Maybe this is not the right time to do that yet. Find and destroy the Death Claw. That's already been marked off. I know it says that it isn't, but we did do it. We got my rewards from that. Steal necklace from the merchants. Get rid of the raiders. I can't get rid of the raiders at Erwin's farm because there's too many of them. I'm not even sure I'll be able to talk to them, so that's fine. Steal the necklace from the merchants. Nope. Boneyard is fix hydroponic farms at Addendum. Stop the gangs from attacking Addendum. Convince the government to supply the blades. So I had heard that, like, if we're here, and I know there's that thing of whenever you show up to an area, because people had said this, when you show up to an area, you're going to hear about, like, multiple quests, and there's always one that you should be able to tackle while you're there. And fix hydroponic farms and Addendum sounds like the thing that I would be looking... that was just me looking for stuff in the ruins, and I think he said it was like west of here. So let's just go... let's just go... I want to talk to Miles one more time just to find out where he said I needed to go. Because I think he said it was west of here. But we might as well just go talk to him again, because he'll probably tell me. If he doesn't, then whatever. So many regulators. There are a lot of them, aren't there? Jesus. There's like one for every person that's actually here. Who did you say I should ask about them? Samil. You find him in a tent down at the farms during the day. Right. And then Samil said that he figured they would be... How do you avoid the death claws? Work only at night. Last week I sent a guy up north to look for some parts for Miles. We haven't heard from him since. The last transmission I got So he found the parts and was on his way back. So up north. Right, and that church down south is built over an old vault. And that's another vault I can go look at. Right. Followers are... They live in that library. The Gunrunners, we've heard about them already. The Deathclaws suck. And then the Blades, they get by. Some of them end up here in Addendum if they agree to do what the regulars offer them to do. So there's potentially this telling me to go to the vault or go to the cathedral to find out a vault is, yes, some strange things going on there. Sea creatures can't be human coming in and out of there. Stories are right. Church is built over an old vault. Yes. Okay. So it sounds to me that if I want to try to get these parts, I should leave here and go north. And I should try to go north to a place that I might already have on my map. Hey, chat. Should I go north looking for those parts? For people who know about what's next in Fallout, did I figure that out correctly? Yes or no? Ah, Mr. Pip-Boy 3000 straight up says no. All right. Well, if I was to leave here, I have 13 and 15 and Shady Sands, Junktown, the Raiders, Necropolis, the Hub, Brotherhood, the Glow, Boneyard, and Cathedral. Necropolis is over here. Seems to me like that is the next place I should go then. Because I haven't actually explored that yet. It's a big wasteland. I have not gotten a water chip yet, Zyme. I'm not looking for hints about what I should do in regards to that. The things that I know right now is that there is if this is vault technology, it's one of two things. I'll find one in a vault, makes the most sense. I'll find one on the market from somebody who has one, who has acquired one from some location. And if that's the case, then talking to people will let me know about how that stuff's going. So, boy, that really does go down quite far. Interesting that there aren't many other like places on here for where to go. If I went back to the hub, I could, for some money, because my choice is either 2,000, 1,000, or 500 caps, I could purchase more water to go to my, to go to the vault. That would give me more time to deal with. But I haven't been thinking about, going back to the vault to go do that. Like I have been thinking, like I don't think I have so little time left that I can't just find this chip in the process of what I was doing. So I feel like it's the 27th. I know that on the 28th, I'm going to see a caravan in town. I can join them to get back to the hub without having to walk and only suffer like an issue. Oh, that's cool. Downtown Warehouse Library. It's funny that, I mean, this has to then be curved because, like, it has to be turned sideways slightly because it's, like, directly south is through here. I think what I'm supposed to do is go to one of the other places that's on this list here. I've been to the cathedral once and I wasted a bunch of people and I was like, I don't know if that's the thing to do then at this point. Except that it is something I can do. meet the master, do all those kind of things, find out the creepy stuff that they're up to. Or I can go to Necropolis, because that was like something you could do immediately off of the hub, meet a bunch of ghouls. I'm sure you're able to, if there's ghouls living around there, I'm sure that they formed a community. So that's probably, I don't think Necropolis is that scary. I just haven't decided to do it because I was kind of like, I don't know if I need to go there right now. The Brotherhood of Steel actually sounds scarier to me because I'm like, right, they're all in their power armor and shit, and they're trying to do things. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about doing that. But at least if I leave from here, like, tomorrow and get back to the hub, then I can leave from the hub on another trip, maybe to go see the Brotherhood, or leave from another trip to go to Necropolis. Hey, chat, should I go back to the hub? For those of you who are playing, it's like, should I go back to the hub? Remember the hey chat rule, right? If I say that, then that is the thing to do. Oh, a lot of people being like, nah, don't do that. It is an option, obviously, Zyme. It is an option. I like that. But no, based on what I am saying, it doesn't seem like the way to do that. Okay. I know there's going to be people who argue in here being like, you know, do whatever. It's on the way to the place you can go, and you get 10 caps on the way to where you're headed. Yeah, exactly, right? I could take a job tomorrow, and I could actually just end up there. And I'd get a chance maybe to fight some more raiders. All right. You know what? This is really cool, and having a way to wander around is pretty nice too. We're going to take a break. I'm going to think about it just a little bit, and when we come back from commercial, I'll make a firm decision, or I'll just say, screw it. Tell me what I should do next, because I can wander around some more, but we'll see. So just, you guys sit tight for a few minutes. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Oh, looking at things we can do. That is the Deathclaw lair, I think. When you hover over it, doesn't it tell you what it is? Oh, it does not. Right. You have to kind of remember what things are. Okay. Read some of the book, thought about it a little bit. It is hard to, I did see the thing earlier, Zyme, where you're just like, please be as specific as I want to be. And I see you saying it now, obviously, too. God, yeah, I feel a little stymied, because at this point I'm like, well, if I was going to play this game on my own, I know I've got lots of time left in order to do something else. And my first instinct would be like, go north of here to whatever it is that I think I'm going to find to get parts. But north of here is also the hub. So north of here might not be north of here. North of here might be just like, you know, in the general direction of north, right? Like up into this area around here, that kind of idea. You know, could be any of those things. If I want to just do what I assume is the first thing I can do in Addendum. Because now the world has blown open much bigger than I expected. Yeah, northish, northwards. And I don't want to sit here for another 20 minutes and kind of like think about all the different things I could do. I feel like I have this feeling that if I did ask you guys for a hint, I'm going to hear the same thing from everybody who has played this game before, to be like, go here. And they're all going to say the same thing, like, yes, that makes sense. So, But if that's the case, then I would have also expected that would have been something that either the story would have borne out to me. I guess let's ask a second question. When I was in the hub, I was given the option to go into a bunch of different places. Right? That's like, oh, you're in the hub, so here's a bunch of other things you can go to. You can go to Necropolis. You can go to the Brotherhood, this is the Brotherhood over here, is my understanding, and this is Necropolis over here. And you can go to the Boneyard. And so I went to the Boneyard because I'm like, well, I might as well go there because I don't really feel like I want to go to Necropolis. But I didn't want to go to the Brotherhood because I'm like, that sounds like that's going to be a worse time for me. So if you're telling me that if what I'm getting from everyone is like, don't do the cathedral, I am just going to ask then, hey, chat, where is the next place I should go to? Just say what it is. Go to Necropolis. Okay, let's go to Necropolis. Which means that I'm probably a good idea to, I'm going to take the, I'm going to go to the hub. And then use that as a means to get to Necropolis. Yeah. I think I want to go to Addendum to do that. Yeah. And that means I have to wait like a day. Because they'll be here tomorrow. They leave on the 28th. Christ, when do they show up? Do I just wait 24 hours and see what happens? Oh, I know what I should do. I have an even better idea. In the wiki. No, change back to that. Because that was the wrong keyboard. There. Does the wiki just have a list of here's when everything is leaving and arriving? Yeah, caravan leads on the X8 at the hub. Yes, exactly. So if I want to know about the original Fallout, I'm at the wiki now looking at this. Can I just look up caravan jobs when they're leaving from places? Let's see. There isn't really a great, in Fallout 1, there really isn't a great, I'm looking at the wiki right now to try to figure out, is there a thing that tells me when there's people coming and going? Is there like relations with the outside, trying to read this without actually reading stuff? I don't see anything there. Oh, I guess it's a good point. If I just, if I wait, I could wait like another day, because if it takes two, if the water merchants are like, they would leave on the 25th, they should have either been here like, because I think it's probably like a 2-day or a 3-day walk. So, is there a means by which to just search the Fallout side of this wiki for information? Caravan. Oh, Jesus, it searched the whole frickin' wiki. That's no good. Ugh. Alright, well that's not helpful. And then I closed something else, which is also very not helpful. That needs to be open. Alright. So, let's wait until 6 a.m. Or Let's do it a little bit at a time. Nothing has changed. 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 Still nothing has changed. I would assume that if I am waiting for these guys to show up, they will at least get here at a point that, like this, right? Like... If I'm just going to blow right by them, though, that's going to be a hell of a thing. Okay. 2 days passed. I'm starting to feel like they're not going to be here. Does anyone have any knowledge, just to save me the time of trying to look for it, any knowledge of when they're supposed to arrive at these places? Is it just like in the morning or at noon? Actually, yeah, right. Hey, chat, does anyone have any knowledge about when they're supposed to arrive at these different places? Because I might just have to reload. You have to leave the area for it to update. So I might have just missed out entirely. Okay. So we're going to load the game again from back in the boneyard. You know what? I became a thief. And then I went back here. But why? Why don't I just go back here a few days? There's no reason for me to be in the boneyard in the first place. I didn't do anything. So I should just go back to the hub 2 days prior. I feel like that would be fine. You know what'd be better? I'll just crash the game. Let's just crash the game. Game launcher. Thanks, whatever that is. Oh my god. All right, let's go back to the booth. How badly did we crash this game? Is it still running in the background, doing other things? It is, actually. All right, let's try again. Open. There we go. It's the first time it's ever crashed. I'll give it that. Okay. Seems like probably fine. Didn't really do much anything else. And I'll probably pave over, I can either pave those other saves, right? Like, I can either pave the other saves or just be like, save this one now and say skip to 33. we could do that. And I have to talk to what's his name in order to leave here. That's right. I'm going with the water merchants. I have to talk to what's his name in order to leave, who's down by the water merchants. Oh, did I get that? I don't know if I got that hollow disc. I did not. Well, let's do that. Looking for a water chip. Can I have the hollow disc? I'll give you 500 for it. I need to use it. Allow me to use it. I earned some experience. And now I'm going to put my bag here so I can drag all this other shit in there too. How about you put all the things in here that you're probably not going to need on a regular basis? Oh, you can't. Okay, that's fine. What's some other stuff I don't need? I don't need these out all the time. I will need them when I need them, but I don't need them out all the time. Space is maxed out in the backpack. Yeah, I have no idea how many things you're allowed to hold in here, but here we are. I'm guessing you use these loaded dice. You would have to use like a steal command or something to kind of get them onto a table in the first place, but she sells books. I could buy books. We decided not to do that. What we are going to do is we're going to save over this. And we're going to probably just call it skip to 3-3. Says it's saved. I will take their word for it. Oh, the robes are too big. I could put the robes in a bag. I have a bag, but then it's just like, it's the same thing. Anyway, thank you, everybody, for putting up with what I have been doing. Excuse me. Caravan driver. I would like to go to... Oh, my choices are Junktown or LA Boneyard. And for those, Junktown is up. It's not towards where I need to be. So maybe I should just go. Let's see. What day is it again? It's the 25th. The other people leave on, like, the 8th. I'm not going to wait till the 8th to make that work. I don't think there's a reason for... I wish there was just a way I could bring up the frickin' world map on this so I could see it without having to, like, leave and go to another location. So I guess I'm just going to walk. Because I don't think there's a reason for me to go up to Junktown. To try to get over to Necropolis. Necropolis is, like, straight west of here. Yeah. And the Crimson Caravan, they have trips when again? The 3rd and the 17th of every month. And they go to Necropolis. Well, that is not going to help me. And the Fargo Traders, or whomever it was, they go on the 8th. And I'm not going to wait 3 days for that to happen. I'll just go. It is fine to just walk places. I mean, being in a caravan company is fun and all because, you know, neat things, but I think we're just going to go to Necropolis from here and see what happens. For example, why did I shoot it once? No point. Shoot it lots. Whew, Jesus. Oh my God. Okay. Dog meat died. Now, I did save this after buying that, right? I did. Yes, great. Did I actually target dog meat? It felt like I didn't. But I guess you can in this game. Well, dog meat doesn't remember anything. Don't you, boy? Jesus. I guess I could get the companions to spread out a little bit. That would be handy. Necropolis. And I'll do it again, too. Oh, another run-in. Geckos this time. Burst fire. So that's me. There. And I do this. 100 and crit for 105. Who's next? Oh, I could probably just... Maybe it is possible to... Jesus. That one's kind of out of here. It looks dead. It looks dead. They don't really have anything on them, do they? This is a big map. Oh my God. Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. You need your tactical whatever. I didn't see anything else that was, like, interesting. There's the cactus. There's some bones. Tire. Weeds. Rocks, rocks, rocks. Everywhere you look, rocks. I guess, we could leave? Oh, it's changed its mind. Is it worth just shooting it once, maybe, rather than, like... Be like, what if I shot it in the leg? Critically hit in the right claw, 20 hit points, breaking some of its digits. I'm victorious in combat. What happens now? Oh, good. I've been poisoned. Oh, goodness. Okay. Have I run completely out of ammunition? I have. Great. No notes. Yeah, out of ammunition. Okay. Right, because I never went to the gun runners and never bought any more ammo, so that's all. Hunting rifle. I'll have to buy some more ammo. And I've been poisoned, so let's go into that inventory. I lost 4 current poison level. Poison's left my system. I've earned some points. Oh. Neat. The head. Zombie guard is hit in the head for that many points. Critically hit in the groin. I see some 44 Magnum. I see a zombie, has nothing. I talk to my buddy and trade him this. I feel like he might enjoy that more. Talk. And never mind. So you can get some stuff, but generally not. Will there be another one before I get there? No, I made it. Right, I haven't visited here. I don't have a map yet of the town. Ah, let's put that away. You approach a dark and broken city, little life can be seen. The stench of death surrounds the area. There's a motel. Ung and Gur. Unger. They're hungry for something. I haven't walked around enough to know what's going on. Also, it is very dark. That's a cover. Is there a door to this motel that's, like, accessible? Are those doors? Are they on this side? That's the door. Okay. Oh. Very dark. Oh, here's a person. Oh, that's Katya. What's in the desk? Ooh. I like stuff. I am almost full up on stuff, though, but I like stuff. Advertising on the side of this machine promotes their popular soda. I see a ghoul. I talk to the ghoul. Leave me alone. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. How late is it? It's like 9 o'clock at night. I got here just in time to have this be a miserable experience for me. What's in this desk? Yes! An angry ghoul. What are you doing here? Search for the remains of the future past. I'm an explorer. What are you? I'm an explorer. Don't need to be exploring any of my stuff. Get out, I mean it. Okay. Maybe I won't touch that. Then. Hi. Okay, well, that's nice. See a ghoul. Why am I doing this? What's happening now? Is there a wall there? There seems to be a wall there. Oh, the dog has gone that way. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You bet. See a ghoul. I see a dresser. There's some stuff in it. Don't mess with my stuff. Sorry, buddy. I'd like to just go. Nearby hostile creatures. Ah. Nothing in the dresser. Well, that's good. Glad I did that. I aggroed the whole town? Ah. I don't want to do that. We're going to roll it back. Yep. Yep. We're going to roll it back. I don't want to aggro that town. I could probably kill everybody there. I get that. I do not want to do that. They're just ghouls. I am aware there are feral ghouls. That is different. There are ghouls just trying to do things and live a life. I get it. Next time I will save when I enter the town. Excuse me. Oh, right. Let's have it. Group of guardsmen on patrol. All right. You know what? We're going to go back. Now, does the general store have 5mm ammo for me? He does not. Got a lot of stim packs, though. Jesus. That's worth a lot of money. How many do I have? I have 5. I picked up that switchblade, and I don't know if it's actually worth anything. Right. Nothing is in this. He has everything that is available for sale, right? That's how this works in his shop. Okay, let's go see Jake. Well, it was fun earlier getting to try to, you know, figure out how to kill some Deathclaws. So that was something. Let's buy some stuff. .5mm AP, 5mm JHP. The armor piercing might be better overall. 672. Is there anything in here that I'd like to get rid of? Nobody gave me that switchblade. I was given lockpicks and flares. I don't need this. I don't think anybody wants this. I don't think it's a quest item. Caps it is. Anything else that I want? Geiger counter, probably not. How much is one of these? So, that's a lot. 63. Definitely keep that in mind. Offer. Who's in my way? Everybody's in my way. Buff out and jet silver, good money if you're not going to use them. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. I have them right now just as kind of a... it's like I don't ever want to use them, but I kind of feel like I have them as a hedge against something needing to get out of a situation where it's like, you might need these. And they were given to me for nothing. I mean, not for nothing. Apparently I was a good lay. So it's like, all right, well, hey, you were good at what you did, so you might as well have some drugs for it. And I'm like, yeah, that's... sometimes that's how things go. Let's drop a save now. Let's drop a save here again. If you need to burn a day or two, it's better wandering out in the world, hitting random encounters than just waiting and resting. Interesting. Okay. And... oh. What the shit? Oh, I've stumbled into a fierce battle between rat scorpions and mole rats. This sounds awful. I feel like I'm gonna regret every part of being here. Let them fight? You're right, I get nothing for being a part of this. Where's the nearest way out? Oh, that's a long trip. Okay. I think the nearest way out is this way. Yeah, I don't need the tails, I don't think. We're going this way. This is not my rodeo. Great. Now, from all the walking, took some damage from poison. I'm gonna kill this one instead, I think. Why? Why? Oh, you know, my dog's standing right there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Jesus. What? What? Moo, moo, I say moo. Can I talk to any of them? They have two heads. That's kind of great. I like that encounter. I'm gonna like this one less, aren't I? I have been poisoned, but I've been hit for no damage. Whatever. Let's try this. Wah, yep. Oh, good. I lost 2 current poison level. Dog is fine. Junk and rocks about anything of value could remain. Well, there's this. Tell me we're AP. And I am... I have 10 mil for my... 10 mil is one of those for my hunting rifle, if I remember correctly. Trash can, metal barrel. All right. Another. Whoa! Rat scorpions hunt the mole rats in the ruined city. Neat. Also, we're leaving. Now, I did hear somebody say that it's like generally you're not going to find like drops and like other sorts of stuff. So I'm guessing it doesn't make much sense to explore because it's just things like junk, that kind of junk, right? So I think what we'll do is we'll just get the hell out. I need to go that direction. Or maybe we'll just go straight down. it's faster this way, I think. No, it's just because I can see it. You guys coming? I like that the strategy was stay still, let them fight, we can leave. All right, save. Welcome to Necropolis. Now, we looked through some stuff, and there were some stim packs. Makes sense. Not here to aggro anything. If there's nobody around, just take the things. Oh, there was a lot of... Oh, no, that's what that is. Okay. The 10 mil is for my hunting rifle, right? No, 223. The 10 mil is for Katya. That's who gets the 10 mil. You might like this. What else could I give you to carry? Maybe the robes? Maybe one of the robes? Then I can give one to Ian. Then we will all have robes. Then I can get one for the dog later. We can get a little doggy robe. So that's no good. That's no good. All I am trying to do here is get around. Okay, so he's mad. That's fine. Something in here? There is nothing in here. Hug and groan. This said it was a cover. That's a cover. I could go into the sewers. We might do that. Bathtub. Interesting. It's just it's a public bathroom. Okay. That's fair. I think we're going into the sewers. That's a tire. That's another cover. Mailbox. Motel doesn't really have much of anything that I would want to get involved with. Let's go down this one. Seems to be a large amount of foot traffic in the area, possibly leading to the manhole cover. All right. We are down below. Just like in Tears of the Kingdom. There's another entrance in there. There's some stuff going on over here. Remains of a zombie guard. Rocks. Well, let's look around everywhere. Ah. Dead bodies. I see a drain. Some sort of rank, disgusting smell from the sewer drain. After a few moments, it doesn't smell so bad. Yeah, we do get that nose blindness thing going on. That's a wall. All right, so just a lot of these things to kind of look at. I'm not going to bother with the knife or that. Barely make it some movement behind the grate covering the drain. You can see small red eyes peering back at you. Rat eyes. Another body that has been torn to pieces. Or eaten up, or whatever. Gurgling water sounds coming from this drain, so there's a really vile stench. Rat eyes again. Another way up. Drain. Oh. Let's try burst. Okay, I probably didn't need to do that. Then again, not bad. Don't see anything around there. Having flashes of purple in my vision. Why don't we reload? I'll tell you why we don't reload. Because apparently I don't have any more ammo for some reason. I thought that's what this was. Oh, it's because it's a different form of ammo. So what if instead we unload that and then we do that? Great. Oh, I don't think you're going to like how this goes, though. All right, let's just try without the burst. Can a single shot do something? The legs. Okay, that's not great. I feel like everything bad's about to happen in this instance. Let's just take care of it right now. Great. Probably can just do a single shot. Great. And I see a cattle prod. Farmer's best friend. It has 20 and 20 shots of a small electric cell. I can take that. Drain. This doesn't go anywhere further. I feel like this one will take me out. There's nothing more down here. I mean, there would be, if there was more places to go down here, I feel like they would be very much marked out. Like there would be more, like this finishes at a wall. So this is the only thing that doesn't. Oh, and there's, yeah, you can barely see that it turns. You can see the dots showing up on top. So there's more up here. All right, we'll drop a save before we go on. Cleaned out sewer 1, because it looks like there's another sewer happening. Yeah, this place gives me the creeps. Wait, don't shoot. Yeah, you bet. I'll put that away. Nervous ghoul with an air of authority. Ooh. Thank you for not shooting first. Can I help you with anything? Yes, I'm looking for water. Or, sure, who are you? I'm the leader of a simple people who have left the surface because of the others. Who forced you down here? The surface of Necropolis and the water is controlled by Set and his ghouls. We are a much more peaceful group which discuss Set. Who is this Set? Set is a ghoul like us, but assumes a certain amount of power in the above ground world. He is an oaf. Why does he let you survive down here? He does not speak of it. However, Set is afraid to not having enough people to defend Necropolis if it ever needed it, so he gives us what water we need. Where does all this water come from? Oh, FYI Beej, the whole evil vault tech thing didn't come in until Fallout 2. Okay, good to know. Where does all the water come from? Need water for my people. If you know where he gets it from, tell me now. Looking for a water chip. You know, it's funny, Zyme, that you mentioned that, because what I find myself thinking about this some more. I should probably take a break, actually, and we'll maybe play a little bit more too, since we finally got to a location. So I'm just gonna take a break real fast, but before I do, something I was thinking about recently was that I know that from like Fallout Shelter and like the Fallout TV show, my things I know about Fallout idea, and then you kind of get a lot painted in about people playing the games and everything, and you hear about, oh yeah, Vault Tech, here's the big bad whatevers, but it all had to start somewhere, and like Wasteland as an idea of like the original game Wasteland being this, Fallout being like the spiritual sequel to that. When I heard about that, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. That's like that they didn't want to make more Wastelands, and of course Wasteland 2 and Wasteland 3 got made like way later. I'm sure because as a response to Fallout being a thing, and be like, well, shit, we own this property, we should bring this back. I don't want to talk about that aspect. What I think is really interesting is that the people who made this, so much of what you do in game design, when you're doing it, it's like anything else. You don't know what the knock-on effects are going to be into the future. They made this game with the idea of like, I think this would be a really fun game and really interesting stuff. And they made all these great ideas of what this world was going to be like. And every game designer, especially like back in the 90s, right? You're all trying to do something new and cool and different, and I think it's really neat that the depth of lore that they developed with this setting, which up until now, or up until that point, it's like there might have been a lot of sci-fi written about these ideas, and this is a place where a lot of those things were getting kind of like the whole idea of like, oh, Star Wars is just an amalgamation of a bunch of stuff that came before. It's like, right, Fallout's kind of an amalgamation of a lot of ideas that came before, but somebody had to say at some point that it's like, okay, this game is about someone who lives in a vault, and the vaults are things that people made so they could go underground because Fallout shelters and bunkers were like a thing, but this is like much bigger of an idea, and I love that idea of this is, as we play with this idea, what's this world going to be like? What are more things that might happen as a result? I'm sure there was like lots of writing stuff down on a chalkboard or writing things down in booklets and stuff. And then you have a bunch of like writers who work for the whoever it is that is writing this game is talking with the producers and with everybody else being like, well, what do we want this to be like? Well, who is our hero and what are the antagonists and or who are all the different things? And like, you put zombies in a game, zombies are always bad guys. You go come to Necropolis, the first time anybody came to Necropolis would be like, oh shit, these zombies don't want me taking their stuff, I'm gonna kill them all. And then you do that and you're like, yeah, I did it, and I take all their stuff, and you come down here and you're like, oh okay, actually the zombies are not bad people. Maybe, I don't, right? You would have been discovering new things about that. I already know that ghouls are not just zombies, that they are people who have been changed in some way by being in the wasteland. So I come into this with an advantage because I know that. But the fact that somebody had to sit and write a whole bunch of stuff down to make decisions about what these things are going to mean, I love that. I love that, and it's not like, oh, that's not unique to Fallout, Beej. I know that's not unique to Fallout, but I think it is neat that this was a way they came at this idea that, you know, and for the time, you know, I would have probably just shot everything up and been like, I guess I'm shooting everything up. But because I know better now, it's like, I don't want to go that far with it. So anyway, I am going to take a break. I'll be back in a few minutes, and we are going to play a little bit later tonight. So sit tight. I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, so welcome back. We have a big container of Coca-Cola Tic Tacs, and now I have 6 of them in my mouth. I apologize for the teeth rattling, if you can hear it. They're very good. I like to eat them. A different way to enjoy the flavor of Coke without drinking an entire Coke. Is it calorie better? I have no idea. Anyway, I mean, it's like 5 calories a Tic Tac, and I have 6 of them, so that's 30 calories. It's probably better than having an entire Coke, but I don't get the caffeine benefits. I should pop some caffeine pills. That's a great idea. Definitely do that. Don't do that. Let's keep playing this game. He does not speak of it, says, afraid of not having enough people to defend Necropolis. Do I go hard? Like, I mean, my whole quest is I'm looking for a water chip. I give my people the water they need. Do you know where I might find one? Like, that's the quest. I feel like I should ask. It's just saying, where does all this water come from might lead me to that, but I think really what I want is this. So I'm just going to do this. Since our pump stopped working, we have been getting our water from places under the ground. I've heard that a water computer is being used to purify the water. Where is that? Watershed is to the north. You'll need to take the sewers to get there, thanks. You don't think you're taking the water chip, are you? Why? If you take the water chip from us, we will all die. With our water pump broken, we need to survive. It's possible your pump could be fixed. It may be difficult. Parts need to fix the pump locks and sewers under the watershed. Why is that so difficult? So they're filled with monsters. None of my people that I've sent to retrieve them have come back. Are you willing to retrieve the parts of the water pump to be fixed? Yes. Thank you. When you get the parts returned here, is possible. It is possible I can help you further. Okay, I'll be on my way then. That seems all like things that I would like to do. The super mutants are going to kill us someday, and Set does not help. Just want to be left alone. Set is a competent fool who will get us killed. What's that? That's a first aid kit. It's mine now, apparently. Let's see a ghoul lookout. I can't talk now. I'm watching out for danger. I can't now tell. I'm watching this guy watch out for danger. we have a couple options. We can go to the place where things end. And potentially go up there. Or we can go deeper into the whatever. I see Map saying, I like putting rum in my Coke, it cuts the sweetness. So in town, we have a lot of breweries in town. A lot of people making a lot of different types of alcohol. A lot of them. More than I would think that you would normally. But then again, me growing up, it's like I only really knew of like, you have Labatt and you have Molson, and that's kind of it, right? Craft brewery being a much bigger thing. The reason I mentioned this, though, cutting the sweetness, we have a liquor store in town that I think is also like a microbrewery. I'm not really sure, but they have also been making soda, and Phillips also has been doing this too, and they make good sodas. Spinnaker's is selling soda. They're selling essentially tall boys, like 475 mil, of most types of pop, like most flavors of pop, but they've been putting in the same amount of sugar that you would see in a 355 mil can. So you're getting about 30 to 40 grams of sugar anyway, but you're getting it across a much larger amount, which means that they do add some more flavor. The ginger ale is fantastic because it is lower sugar per mil, but the taste is all still there, which means that it's way easier to drink because it's not as sweet. If you're one of those people who find it hard to deal with things that are overly sweet, this is really good. And I've tried it. Heather and I we bought like one of everything just to try them all over a period of time, and I managed to try all of them. I love the ginger ale. It's really, really good. Their lemonade that they make is also really good too. And they make like a black cherry and a cola and a root beer and a cream soda and like all that kind of stuff. I'm just like, these are really, really good. Oh. Do I kick it? That's a lot of mice. That's a lot of big mice over there. I guess we go do this first. And clear that area out. I feel like I want to do this, like, without using my gun. But I didn't pick up... I should maybe put my spear in and then just use that. I shot it with a single bullet. That's good. I cannot open my inventory. I'm going to take a step back. Go into my inventory. Oh, we could use the cattle prod. Zot. We'll try using this. Speaking of Zot, Heather and I have been watching, or just finished watching on Apple TV Plus, Lessons in Chemistry, which was, it was very good. I really enjoyed it. I'd like to stab the thing that's attacking me, and how do I know that I'm doing it without attacking Ian? Now that he has walked in front of me. I can't attack because I'm too far away. Fine. Let them handle it. Cave Rat was hit in the groin. Katya, you might not. You might. I know I gave you lots of bullets, but Jesus, like, Maybe I should be down here so that it's strictly simpler for me to see these things. Oh. There, I can hit that guy. Wait. I did hit it. Jesus. I like the definitive, like, hey, you know what? We're going to do it this way. It's like, please. I was like, critically missed and lost my next turn. Wow. Please don't hit the dog. Whatever you do, don't hit the dog. And now we need to change that because I have a feeling that we're going to have... there are way more things up here I need to shoot at. Nothing. Great. No notes. I was about to. I see a plasma pistol. It also takes small energy shells. Glock 86 plasma pistol designed by the Gaston Glock AI. Shoots a small, bold, superheated plasma powered by a small energy cell ST4. 16 shots of whatever. Neat. All right. I don't see anything else I can interact with. So I think we just go back because I don't think there's anything else here. I don't see ladders or anything. If I'm missing something in this area, Chad, I would like you to point out to me if there's anything that's like, no, you missed something. There is a means of moving around or some shit. That would be cool. I know that we didn't go up. There's like the ladder that was down here. We didn't go up that ladder, and that's I'm fine with that for the time being. Maybe I will eventually go over to that ladder. Obviously, there's a ladder here. I don't know what those are supposed to. I don't know what those are supposed to do, if anything. We know that this is another way out. So I'm gonna say we're gonna save the game, and we're gonna call it Cleaned Out Sewer 2. You know what? We're gonna do it here. Sewer 2. Now, I chose to do that because rather than in case I want to go through that dialogue option again, which I don't think I will, but that is an option now. All right. Sounds. Zounds. I missed that ogre slaying knife. Oh, is this one of these things where it's like you're going to have to go up to go down? They do say when I'm up, I can't get down. Fascinating. Oh my god. Yeah, we are going to be here for a bit, aren't we? Well, that's fine. So there's a cover there, it looks like, probably. Oh. Let's put that away. Let's put that away. Enough water to go around, set, make sure of it. So I'm in this place. I could go over to this place, maybe. Okay, so they're not... Lots of them are not going to be friendly on the surface. That's a car. I do like how I can just... What the fuck is that? Well, I don't know what it is, so let's talk to Larry. Hi, Larry. Okay, I'm not gonna disturb the boss. I don't see whatever those are. What else is around here? Here's another one. Great. Want to go this way? Maybe? Yeah, let's go this way. It's all grist for the mill, right? I guess I could throw it. That would be funny. It would be tragic is what it would be. God. I like how that one is just being like, yeah, not my dog, not my rodeo. Nothing down here. All right. So there's a ladder there. No ladders here. Ian? All right. I can't see that. There we go. Tough rat. Ooh, tough rat, you say. Why can't I target? Oh, because I'm out. So we came in through there. There's also that thing. We got to get into there somehow. I have a feeling that there's only one way into that, and it's probably in Set's room. All right. Great. Is Kachi just out of ammunition? Did I hit them both? I think I did. Hey, Katya. She's wielding a knife. Why is that? Oh, probably because... I'm going to guess maybe because it's like we're down here and we're just kind of stabbing things. There. There we go. There's some stuff. What is that stuff? I see junk. Pile of junk parts, a little bit of everything, weighs 12 pounds. Okay, so I found some junk. Makes me feel like that might be some of the stuff that they want. Now the way back is the other way, but I wonder what this does. Let's plop down a save. Where's this go? To the edge of town. There's this big building here. There's Larry. There's this building here. I'm going to put that away. We offer healing bell and healing spirit. Can I help you? Who are you people? We are the children of Cathedral. We live and work amongst those unfortunates living in the wasteland. If you ever get to LA, born your step of the Cathedral, what do you do? We are the healers and teachers of peace. We heal the body for the healed spirit. Small donations for your healing supplies. Sounds like a good idea to me. Most holy of ideas. We work towards ultimate peace in the wasteland. All creatures live in one. Thank you. Good day. Well, so I can get healing here if I need it. For healing the body and heal spirit. Who are you people? Thank you. I see Harry.
Hey, you not look like ghoul. How come?
Because I'm not a ghoul?
You not ghoul. I knew. Not full Harry.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
You not ghoul. Or to say, not ghoul, not be here.
Who's giving you orders?
Lou tell me watch place. Not let no one in. Not normals most. Take normals to the loo. Hey.
But I'm not a normal.
Ooh, Harry confused. You not ghoul. You not normal. What you?
I'm a highly advanced robot.
No. Harry know you not. Not like you.
Your life ends in the wasteland.
That's Brad Garrett? Cool. Yeah, don't lie to Harry. All right. We know these guys are the Cathedral. We don't need to worry about them per se. I will take that off, and then I will do this. Just gonna look for a way in. Maybe this is acceptable. What? Do you want? I will not mess with your stuff. The body humanoid looks to be highly irradiated, much of the muscle and brain matter deteriorated. However, genetic indicators lead you to believe that descended like you from those who'd entered the vaults. He is 42 to 42, but he has crippled limbs. I feel like this ends badly. (42 to 42 hit points). Have we aggroed everybody? We have not. Well, I kicked him in the face. I'm going to take his stuff. He has no stuff. All I got was a chance to kick him in the face. Sounds like fun. That's Larry. That guy is hard to talk to. You know what? Let's go back to... Where was it? Let's have a manhole here. Yeah, let's go give them their, what is junk. Maybe that is their parts. And get on with the next part of the thing soon enough. Yes, here they are. It looks like you need some help with the parts. Here's some books we've found littered around. May help you. Now please take the parts to the watershed and repair the pump. I will need these books. Holy crap. $32, $38, $44. Oh, I hope this works. I'm still working on it. Take it to the watershed, which is north of here. I feel like it's a place I'm not going to be able to miss. Stop here. Okay. Put down a save. Actually, let's overwrite this one again. Got the parts. Got the books. Oh, daytime. Thank Christ. Oh, a jail. And a refinery of some sort, and that's probably a big dude. We could talk to him, maybe. I feel like there's no good way into a lot of this place. Yeah, there don't seem to be other ways in. That's a stop sign. That's not anything. So zombies are things I can kill. So there's this guy. That's Harry. Can't see him at all. That's Sally. That's Gary. That's Barry. The water pump isn't working. That seems to be that. Okay. Let's go this way. Boxes, boxes. Let's go talk to this guy, maybe. That's Terry. Hey, no talking. Disturbs my thinking. Okay. I'm not gonna do anything weird. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna walk around this courtyard for no particular reason, just to see if there's something hidden back there that I didn't know about. And that's where the healing is, if I need it. And that's where nothing else is, so I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to start from here. Haha,
Hey,
Gary.
you not look like ghoul.
I'm not a
How
ghoul.
come? You not ghoul. I knew. Not fool Harry. You not ghoul. Or to say, not ghoul, not be here.
I like that the book says if you see somebody animated, you can tell from what their expression looks like how they're receiving you.
Lou tell me watch place. Not let no one in. Not normals most. Take normals to the loo. Hey.
Let's go see Lou.
Oh, this is excellent. You know, I actually doubted my officers when they said they'd captured a prime normal. It is so nice to see you.
Oh, what do you want with me?
Why, when you become one of us, of course. I can't have a perfectly good prime normal and not make it one of the chosen ones, now can I? After you tell me where your vault is.
On one condition.
Conditions? How delightful. Go ahead, amuse me with your condition.
I want to be able to ask you some questions first.
Why, certainly, my dear human. I'm curious just to see what you'll ask.
This is kind of great. What is it you do here?
My dear human, this is the great procreator. Here we'll make others of the master race and ensure the unity. It's all quite glorious, I assure you.
Man, oh, the vocal fry, the real low vibrations. It's let's see here. Tell me about the unity.
The unity is our goal. It is quite simple, really. Certainly, even you have noticed the steady downhill slide of civilization.
Well, yeah, but...
The super mutant is the next advancement in human evolution. To save the world, we will convert all the worthy individuals. Simple, efficient, glorious.
I want to say, how are you more advanced? But I don't know if it's meant to be like, that's interesting. How are you more advanced versus, oh, how are you more advanced? Like, I don't know how. Oh. How are you more advanced?
Intuitively obvious to the most casual observer. We are highly intelligent and immune to disease. The strong survive. It is our goal to improve the human race.
All right, pretty lofty goal. How are you made like this?
The wonders of technology. Before the war, the human scientists made a drug called FEV. It was designed to make the perfect human.
So you're the perfect human.
Better. More than human. I too was once human. Like you, I was a slug wallowing in the mud before being exposed to FEV and undergoing my glorious transformation.
So you're planning on dipping everyone in this FEV?
Exactly. Now you see.
Sure I do. Yeah, we'll do that. Can I ask you a few more questions? I just want to know what the more things.
Certainly. We have all the time in the world. Trust me.
Who do you work for?
We all work for the Master, to uphold the glory of the unity. He was the first, you see.
How'd you come to work for him?
Fate, luck of the draw. I was the strongest of my batch to be dipped in the virus, and I have always supported the ideals of the unity and the Master, for he is right. And for my devotion, I have been rewarded.
So what's the Master like?
He was our guide to the life-giving virus, and he is father to us all. And he so wants to meet you. I hope you're honored.
Before bestowing this honor, because the where is he is good, but let's have some more questions.
Go ahead, ask your questions. We are in no hurry.
What do you want me for?
Haven't you figured it out yet? You're a prime normal. Soon you'll be one of us.
Yeah, but why am I a prime normal?
The FEV was mutated by the war radiation. Those living in this desolate wasteland have been exposed to this mutant FEV, essentially inoculating them from the full effects.
So you need those who are uncontaminated in order to make super mutants?
Oh my, you are brighter than I thought. Now you know why we need your vault.
It's a big vault. How about some more small answers first?
How could I possibly refuse a request phrased like that?
Where's the
we
Master?
all work fate, luck of the draw. He's busy with the children of the cathedral.
Right.
They actually consider us gods. But then, who can blame them?
You think you're gods?
Of course not. We are simply the future.
Before the future comes, a couple other things I'm curious about.
Go ahead. Ask your questions. We are in no hurry.
How about I just leave now?
Going? I believe... Let me check. Why, yes. I almost laughed. How wonderfully humorous. The only place you're going is the vat.
The vat.
But first, you'll tell me where your vault is.
We can take rejection.
We shall see, won't we?
Am I going to get shot?
Feel better now? Since torture is such a crass, yet oddly satisfying and effective technique, I'll ask you once more, nicely. Where is the vault?
I don't even know where I am. Like, it's saying, oh, we'll take you to Lou. But it's like... I'm not telling. Or you win. It's about 8 or 9 days travel due east to the side of a mountain. I'll draw you a map. Do you think they even left us with our firearms? Maybe? I doubt they would if they took me hostage. Let's try the brave answer.
I rather hoped you'd say that.
Punch me again.
How was that? In a more chatty mood? Now, where were we? Oh, of course. The vault.
It's in your dreams.
I feel much better. And you? Now be a good little human and tell me where your vault is. This is getting most tedious.
Go to hell.
I do so admire your will. Guards, take him to his cell and prepare him for the dipping. He'll tell us where his vault is when he's one of us.
If you're so sure I'll tell after dipping, then why all of this?
Well, you see, there is this minor drawback. Sometimes, not always, a person's memory is, how shall we say, interrupted by dipping. So there is a small chance you'll forget the location.
So you can't afford to dip me.
Unfortunately, at this point, I have to take the chance. I do need that information.
You'd better hope I forget, because if I remember any of this, your ass is mine. Great. I hope they kept my dog. Okay, I think we're going to save the game here. Okay, we XCOM base now, baby. And I think that's gonna do it. I know we started at 6, 3.5 hours overall. No idea what's gonna happen from here. I'm definitely certain that I do not have anything left on me. I don't even know if I was supposed to do this specifically, but I guess that it is. It's we'll see what happens. At least I can get around easy. That's cool. Yeah, but with that, that is the end of this for the time being. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We'll see where this goes. And obviously, I can always roll it back if I decide that I did not want to do this. Oh, this is the easier way to get in. Thank you, Square.Cube. That's very funny. I had heard, because I know there's speedruns of this game. I don't want to know how those turn out, but I have seen that there's like supposed to be speedruns of this game that are like, oh, it's only 9 minutes or 10 minutes to get from X to Y. And I'm like, huh, okay, that's interesting. Start the game, I guess maybe you come here and maybe this is like an end game option. I'm not really sure. Don't tell me, obviously. But with that, we are done for the night. Thank you, friends, for all showing up. Like always, you can back us here live on Twitch like we're doing right now. Your subs and your bits, we appreciate that. But if you're watching this on YouTube, of course, you can become a mutant of any of our channels. Just join in and become a super mutant with the rest of us. You can also give super thanks. If you're a super mutant, give those super thanks. We appreciate that as well. Also, go hit up the Patreon. Patreon.com/loadingreadyrun is your place to drop a few bucks on us every month if that's what you want to do. I want to remind you that if you are backing us on Twitch, you can use your Amazon Prime, has a Twitch Prime subscription built in. You can use that Twitch Prime subscription on us. You can use it anywhere, really, on Twitch that you want to, but, you know, good for us. If it's a way that you want to support us and be like, I don't have anywhere else to spend it. We also have home streamers, though, like a lot of people home stream. Maybe you want to go around to somebody else's channel and be like, I'll drop my Prime sub here for this month, or I'll drop it somewhere else for this month. You know, whatever it is you want to do. We do appreciate your support, no matter how it is that you're throwing it at us. And the store at store.loadingreadyrun.com, a place to pick up all the merchandise that we make. I'm getting refills for stuff. If you are interested in getting something when it does get refilled, I always like to know what people are looking for, looking to buy. So you can just straight up, you can just go to the thing that you want to buy. You can type in your email address. If you're picking a shirt, you got to pick the size and the type and whatever. But then you just click the button, and that will let you know. The store will automatically notify you when inventory is updated in the thing that it is that you are waiting for. And I know a lot of you are waiting still for some stuff to come in. I know sleeves especially a thing. My hope is that we will have sleeves in soon enough. It takes time to manufacture, it takes time to ship. And when we have that stuff in, you will see it show up on the website. Thank you all for being very patient when those things are that you're waiting on them. I know when you want to buy something, it's like, man, I just want to buy it today and have it. And it's frustrating when it's not just in stock. But my hope is that we'll have everything kind of come in around the same time when we're putting in new stock, and you'll be able to, pick up what you want to pick up. It's funny because I've realized that I didn't start at 5, I started at 6. So I've only been here 3 hours, but that is just a really good cliffhanger to end on, and so that's where we're going to leave it tonight. Thank you, everybody, for being here, like I said before, and with that, we will talk to you all later. Bye!